Worldwide Pants proudly presents Late Night with David Letterman reruns. Worldwide Pants, the most trusted name in pants and entertainment.
From New York, the water main explosion capital of the world, it's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Bruce Willis, world chess champion Gary Kasparov, voodoo expert Dr. Buzzer, and viewer mail. And now, a man who is not moving into his apartment until the neon beer signs arrive. David Letterman!
Thank you. Oh, no. Welcome to the program. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Helsinki my ass. Well, I'm sorry. I was wrestling with myself for a moment. I said, no, please don't do this, Dave. And then I went ahead and did it. And I'm terribly sorry. We have a wonderful studio audience from all over the world. And it turns out tonight we have a young lady by the name of Carolyn, with a K, of course, from Finland. There. If that woman is Finnish, I'm going to drive you all home tonight. Well, there was an interesting survey in this morning's New York Post. I found this to be terribly exciting. The survey was, if the New York mayoral election were held today, nobody would show up. Because it's in November. Thank you. What? I'm sorry. Hello? Testing. Thank you. Oh, man. Well, the fashion industry got some shocking news. Reeling. The fashion world is reeling over this announcement. Gloria Vanderbilt announced earlier today here in New York City that she's moving to Texas, going to buy a gas station and raise pigs. Helsinki my ass. And listen to this good news. NBC will be showing the hit movie Ernest Goes to Camp in two parts on Sundays, October 29th and Sunday, November the 5th. How can they butcher a classic like this? What? You know, have you read the new Nancy Reagan book? When I'm in real trouble, I turn to Paul. Yeah. I'll get Paul in on this. He'll know
Especially
what to
with
do.
a question
Paul, have
like
you read the new Nancy Reagan
I haven't
book?
gotten around to it yet.
Well, Ronald Reagan, her husband, read it, and he had this to say about the book. It's called, what is it called? My Turn? Yeah. And Ronald Reagan said that she's a very vivid writer. Even when she writes about top-level White House meetings, he said, I get the feeling I was actually there. I don't think so. Boy, we got a good show here, eh, Morty? What do you think? Sure. Yeah, Bruce Willis is on this program tonight, ladies and And some surprises. Here, over there in the corner is our friend Paul Schaefer. Say hello to Paul. Hi, Paul. How you doing? Good. Nice to see you. Well,
David, how are you?
Who's this guy?
That cat in the corner who you were wondering about is the great jazz and blues guitarist Robin Ford sitting in with us tonight. Say hello.
There was a time, not so very long ago, where on Friday nights we would have in with the band our old friend David Sanborn.
Well, those were...
Not anymore.
No, he's too big for us.
Mr. Big Shot has his own TV show now.
Can't get him to come around here.
We never seem to get him to come by.
No, forget it. We'll never see him.
Is there anything else we should discuss here before we go?
I don't think so. We have a nutty show.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
I think we should.
You know what I learned today?
What?
You know Deborah Norville?
Yes, of course.
You know who her husband is?
No.
You know Jane Pauley is married to Gary Trudeau. It turns out, I thought this was supreme irony, Deborah Norville is married to that Garfield the cat guy. The guy Did you know that?
That's ironic.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that?
It's supreme irony.
Really is.
Irony.
Really
and I'm halfway through my suspension tomorrow night.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Tomorrow night will be the halfway point of my suspended driver's license sentence.
Then you'll have how much longer?
Then I'll have 2 more weeks.
Another 2 weeks.
So I've done 2 weeks. Yeah, I have 2 more left. And we're ready to go.
How has it been?
It's not been a lot of fun.
No?
Not been a lot of fun. You feel like luggage.
You've had to have someone drive you?
You have to have a guy drive you everywhere you go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And after a while, the fun wears off.
Like
Let's, what are we doing now? Let's do our top 10, eh? Okay, sure. It seems like there was something else. If I think of it, let me know.
Okay. I will.
The category tonight, top 10 questions and comments of New York City health inspectors. These would be the top 10 questions and comments of New York City health inspectors when they go out to, I guess, inspect various public food dispensaries.
Yes.
Restaurants, so forth.
Some of them they close down.
That's right. Top 10 questions and comments of the New York City health inspectors. Here we go. Number 10. Does your chef even own a shirt? Number 9. Number 9, such teeming vermin. The food must be excellent. Number 8, how can I be sure these bills are unmarked? Number 7, are you the guy switching Folgers crystals for regular coffee? Number 6, I can tell over the phone your place is spotless, Mr. Gotti. Number 5. Number 5, if it's caviar, what's it doing in the cat box? Number 4. Thank you. Thank you very much for that vote of confidence. You've given me the courage to go on. Number 4, how do I say cash gift in Korean? And number 3, get ready to hang on to something. Where's the last place you remember seeing your thumb? Are you all right, Bailey? The crew is starting to groan. And number 2, oh yeah, why don't you eat it? And the number 1 question or comment of New York City health inspectors, could you put a hairnet on the weasel? Could you put a hairnet on the weasel?
Excuse me?
I say, could you put a hairnet on the weasel?
I know.
Is that an old joke, or is it just me?
No.
Is that an old joke?
Where was the last place you saw your thumb?
Do what, honey? I can't hear anything. Hello, here we go. Let's do our viewer mail, and then we get on with the big show. Letter... Okay, the haunting and beautiful love theme from viewer mail. Henry Mancini. Here we go. Dear Dave, on August 31, 1989, you were on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. After the show ended, you leaned over and said something in Ed McMahon's ear. What did you say? Truly concerned, John Bush, Middlefield, Ohio. I said, wake up, Ed. The show is over. Like a whole separate show back there. Number 2, letter number 2 begins, Dear Sirs, it is about time you stop this nonsense bashing on Vice President Quayle because it is very offensive to the listeners. Remember that he was elected by the people of this country in a landslide victory. Sincerely, David Doblack, New York, New York. Damn it! Damn it, he's absolutely right. Hal?
Yeah, Dave.
Hal, I tell you what, let's kill the Dan Quayle sketch. We're not going to do it.
Are you sure?
Yes, Hal, I'm sure. Damn it, kill the Dan Quayle sketch.
Okay, fellas.
Get rid of it.
The Dan Quayle sketch.
The man has got a point here. Kill.
Get out of there. Yeah, strike it.
Did we even see the sign there?
I don't know.
I don't think so either, but I don't suppose it makes any point.
Bring the sign back.
No, no, it's too late, Hal. They're going out of business. Look, they're closing the doors. They've lost their lease. Well, that's kind of too bad.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was going to be a sketch that we had prepared about
Dan Quayle.
Dan Quayle and
the
how stupid he
stupidest
was.
man in America.
Yeah, that was a big sign hanging.
Yeah, see, that's what that would have been. Maybe they did see the sign. You know, that's what I wanted to tell you about. We went to Washington on Monday, and we visited a congressman from Missouri, and we're going to take a look at it a little bit later. But I wanted to tell you who all the people were we had to get approval to go down there, and it's not out here anyway, so that doesn't make it. Oh, wait a minute, here it is. Man alive. Well, we'll get to that a little bit later. Letter number 3. Dear Dave, we've learned that Calvert DeForest plays Larry Bud Melman on the show. Who is the actor who plays your so-called producer, Robert Morty Morton? Looking for trivia, DJ Talney, New York, New York. That's an excellent question, DJ, and I guess now is as good a time as any to introduce the brilliant young actor who portrays our producer, Robert Morty Morton. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the handsome and talented Tyler McCary. Tyler, come on over. Hi, Tyler. Nice to see you. Do you think they got a chance to see the sign there?
I think they saw it.
Oh, you think they did see the sign? I see. Tell us about the other things that we might have seen you doing here at NBC.
Well, Dave, you've probably seen me on Meet the Press.
Oh, no, I didn't realize.
Yeah, I've been on that show several times as Buddy, the studio electrician.
Well, there you are right there. Buddy the studio electrician?
Buddy the electrician.
Anything else?
Yeah, from time to time I make an appearance on the Today Show.
The Today Show? We were just talking about that.
Yes, I play one of the floor crew, Lenny, the donut guy.
I see, there you are.
Lenny?
Offering donuts to everyone. I don't get up that early. Anything else?
Well, my favorite role is a recurring one that's on the NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw. I play Stewie, the guy who sits behind the
Tyler McCary, ladies and gentlemen. Nice job, Tyler. Tyler McCary. Letter number 4. Dear Dave, being from Indiana, you know, I'm from Indiana, Paul, where basketball is a religion, you must have had an illustrious career in this sport. What was your most memorable moment or game? Curious, Ron Fenton, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada. Gosh, Ron, I'd have to say that my most memorable moment was, I think the first time I was actually introduced at a high school pep rally. Gosh, that was so long ago, but you know, it really seems like a couple of...
Now, without further delay, let's bring out some more team members. At guard, Bill DeSanto. At forward, Ed Swope. And the big man in the middle, Keith Watson. And last, but not least, David Letterman, the dork who looks after the equipment. All right, now that's enough. You're being a little cruel here. Dave, is there anything you'd like to say?
Anybody know where I can get me one of them Star Trek mugs?
Okay, well, thank you very much, David. I don't know what the hell that meant, but let's hear it for the team. Huh?
Dave,
You see that? You see that, Paul? Sirhan was on our team.
I noticed him over on the, on the left there. But
And then, I don't know, he went bad somewhere along the line.
now, you looked a little old in your high school.
No, I think the word you're looking for is mature, Paul.
I see.
I was very mature there in high school. Okay, well, that's it for the mail. Let's put that behind us and get on with the program. We'll be right back here with Bruce Willis. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Back to the show. Bruce Willis is with us tonight, and we're going to get to him in just a second. But we were invited to go to Washington, and you'll see that in a couple of minutes, by this congressman from Missouri. Now, in order for us to go down there, we had to get permission from the Speaker of the House doorkeeper, the House beekeeper, no, the Sergeant at Arms, the Clerk of the House, and I would have thought this would have been a long shot, the Architect of the Capitol. Doesn't that seem strange?
Who is that? You mean the actual guy who designed the building?
I think he got the job because he's a friend of Barbara Bush's.
I see.
But we had to get clearance from all of these people to go down there.
And you did.
Oh, we did. We had a great time.
And we'll see a little footage from that a little later on.
You know, it's the nation's capital, Washington.
So I hear, yeah.
Our first guest tonight, a talented actor whose latest films are In Country and Look Who's Talking. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the one, the only, Bruce Willis.
Can we get somebody to take a shot?
What do you need?
All right. Can we get somebody to take a shot? Can I get a shot of Dave and myself, Paul?
You know Bruce Willis.
Take a shot
Sure,
of you
Paul and I are
guys
good friends.
together.
This is for you?
No, it's not for me. This is for Woody Harrelson. He wanted to get a shot of... How's that?
All right.
That look good?
Smile.
Great. Now, let me get one of you guys.
Okay, good. Put that right there. See how it turns out a little later.
This is amazing. And they develop right there. Is that right?
Well, you got 60 seconds, I think.
We don't have to drive down to Photomat?
Ready, Paul?
Wait a minute. Okay.
Thanks, buddy. Doggone, thank you. We'll set these right in there, huh, Dave?
Wow, that's nice. And it'll be a little souvenir for your friend Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
You know, he was here last week and did the same thing.
Well, I know. He told me to come on and then...
But we didn't see the results.
another one.
Oh, this will be exciting because a little bit later, we'll take a look at the results.
This is a pretty amazing thing how this turns out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Here, take your camera back.
Doggone, it's good to see you, Dave.
You're like the most successful man in show business
I'm pretty doggone big, aren't I? I'm pretty popular.
Now, this movie, this talking baby deal.
Can I stop you for a minute?
Sure, go ahead.
Because I'm about to go into a big, long thing about how big a shot I am. You know, before I do that, can I tell you something? You are probably the funniest guy on TV.
No,
I bet
no,
you
no.
are. How about... You know what? I mean it. I mean this. And no one ever comes out here and says this. Now, they come out and they talk about their... Well, there's no accounting for taste, of course.
Okay, let's move right on.
I'm not done with this yet. Wait a minute. I mean it. I mean this. You are... I've been staying home a lot now.
Because you have the new baby.
Show.
How old is the baby?
The new baby. The baby's 14 months old.
That's great.
And you're killing me. You're very funny. But you're a very funny guy. I just wanted to tell you that.
You look like you might be with the High-Lows. Do you remember those guys?
The High-Lows? The high tones.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thanks. I appreciate that. You didn't need to say that. Now, let's talk about the movie. All of a sudden, this is a big deal. But you're not really in the film, are you?
In Look Who's Talking? No,
Yeah.
I'm not in that film. My voice appears in that film. Is that appearance as Mikey, the baby.
Yeah, an audio appearance, sure.
Audio appearance by Bruce Willis.
Now, why would a guy of your stature want to do a part that just uses your voice?
I need the money, Dave. You know, it's not tough. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy.
I know. I know.
It's not tough or easy.
Now, and you wrote the dialogue for the baby?
Well, I kind of fooled around with it. They got a lot of dialogue from different sources. Joan Rivers, I think, contributed some of it. But once we were in there in the studio, we were just kind of making it up as we went along.
Well, it would be perfect for you because you have at home a brand
knack.
Yeah, a brand new baby of your own.
I thought you were going to talk about that knack. But the baby, yeah. I'd have the baby. Were you going to say anything about that knack that I had, though?
The knack for...
Improvising.
Oh, yeah. You mean like the camera thing?
How are those pictures coming
let's
out?
Let's take a look at them right now.
Let's go to the pictures.
Well, you know, these aren't too bad.
They're not bad.
Yeah, okay, here's this one. This looks like a couple of guys coming out of a courthouse you see on the 6 o'clock news. We're innocent, we're going to appeal.
Ignore those shades.
Yeah, all right. And then here are you and I. This is, you know, this is a handsome photo, Bruce. This is a pretty good idea.
Can we get, maybe we can get a, wow.
Wait a minute.
I look a little distorted there.
Yeah, all right. Well, I appreciate the attempt nonetheless.
Make sure Woody gets those.
Do you miss doing the moonlighting show at all? Do you have memories of that, fond memories? What? Come on.
Oh, I got a bag full of fond memories on that show.
Well, like what?
Bag. I actually was going to say I didn't have any fond memories of the show, but I thought of one today, and I'd like to share it with you right now.
All right.
We did an episode where that took place in a funeral chapel.
Right.
So they hired an actor to come in, and he was supposed to read a eulogy over this 300-pound dead guy in the casket. So you know, the actor they hired, he thought he'd get a little jump on the game, and he came in to run his speech, and it went something like, "By the shores of Gitche Gumee, by the," you know, a big eulogy that had like an Indian motif, you know, to it. And you don't get a lot of those. So he goes into the chapel there, and he does this whole speech, this whole you know page and a half speech 3 times. Wants to get it right 3 times, and he's not getting any response from any of the extras in the little chapel there. And come to find out, wasn't in the right chapel. He was in an actual, there was an 85-pound Korean in the thing, and this guy, it's a true story, this guy actually got up and read this "By the shores of Gitche Gumee" to a chapel full of Koreans, and they're just smiling, and they thought, this is really good.
Very courteous. Very thoughtful of them to provide this service.
Kind.
Oh, man.
It's a true story.
How long was that show on the air? Like 4 years?
About 250 years, I think.
No. Because, you know, that
well,
show...
in dog years it was.
That show was like state of the art. It was advanced and a blockbuster, and catapulted you to the fame you've now achieved.
It did. It really did. And you know what? I had a good time doing it. You know, pretty much. It was now that you got me talking about it, it was kind of, that storyline could only go so far. And once the 2 characters actually slept together and, you know, did that thing, the story was kind of over, you know, and I guess people started wanting to see what was on the other channels.
But for a while, the chemistry was terrific, wasn't it?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. You know, we tried things on that show that you don't really see on a lot of other shows.
Oh, you got an album. Are you going to do anything tonight with the band?
I am. I'm going to play with the band. I'm going to do a cut off this new album.
If it don't kill you, it just makes you stronger is the name of the new album. What are we going to do? A commercial? And then when we come back, you play something?
So.
Oh, great. We'll be back here with Bruce Willis. Willis is with us tonight. You do any impressions? I know you do some impressions.
I do one impression. I've been working on it for a while, and I still haven't got all the kinks worked out of it. But this is an impression of a dog coughing.
Ah, do you have a dog? Oh, I'm sorry. Help me through.
Let me do it again for you. It comes by you pretty quick.
I know.
The fur ball thing there.
Yeah. Now, do you have a dog?
I have a bunch of dogs. I have.
Well, that's where you got the impression.
Yeah. I kind of sit around and watch. I spend a lot of my time watching the dogs, for hoping that another thing would come up that I could do on the show.
I've had dogs, and the only thing that I've ever really noticed about them that I thought I could bring to television, and people would always ask me this: do your dogs do any stupid pet tricks? And this was the only thing that I ever noticed in all of the time that I was around them. My dog and I sounded the same when we were eating potato chips.
You know,
Excuse me.
Now, you know, I saw a great stupid pet trick here. That flying dog.
Oh, man.
That was unbelievable. That dog was wild. That was amazing.
The dog's name was Air Major. I don't know what kind of dog it was. A tiny little dog.
Unbelievable.
It would race up the back of its owner.
15 feet into the air.
At least 15 feet, and just kind of sail.
I taped that part of the show.
Yeah, very exciting dog. A cute dog, too.
A good-looking dog, I'd say.
Handsome. Is your wife continuing to work? Is she?
She's working here. She's here in the city right now.
What is she doing?
She's working on a picture with Patrick Swayze and Whoopi Goldberg called Ghost. Guess what it's about? It's about ghosts, I guess, or actually one ghost. But
and are you all three together, you and your wife and the baby?
And the baby.
Uh-huh.
And we brought one little small dog with us.
Wow, so you just moved the family pretty much east here for a while.
En masse, they say.
And you got the sequel to the big Die Hard film?
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Die Hard 2 is coming. And you know, thank you very much. Tyler McCarry played a small part in you know, the original Die Hard.
I didn't know that.
He was on the other side of the building though when it blew up, and you never really saw him. But
will he be reprised?
we're gonna try and bring him back.
We're gonna do now. He's gonna play the harmonica.
We're gonna play with the band.
Do what? And then we do a what? A commercial? A station identification. And then, can you hang around and do it?
You bet.
All right. Something from the new album?
From the new album.
All right. We'll be back with. We'll get to the song in just a second. Coming up at this half hour, world chess champion Garry Kasparov will be here. Do you play chess?
I don't.
This guy is the best in the world.
And he's going to be here?
He'll be right here.
Good.
And Monday on the program, we're off. Now, let me remind you of the schedule. We're off on Saturday. We're off on Sunday because of coverage of the Olympics. But we'll be back on Monday with radio personality Howard Stern and Super Dave Osborne. That'll be Monday. All right, now, Bruce, thank you for hanging around. We're going to hear something from the new album.
The new album out on Motown now in the stores.
If it don't kill you, it just makes you stronger. What are we going to listen to?
This is a song called 10th Avenue Tango.
Here we go. Bruce Willis, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Willis. impressive. Nice job. Sounded beautiful. Very nice. It's Bruce Willis. Here's the album.
Hold it on.
We'll be right back. Thanks, Bruce. Great job. All right, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Nice job. Yeah, that sounded pretty
sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's off the new album. Nice to have Bruce here with us. And welcome back to Dave's Broadway Cavalcade. Next, oh, this is where we're going to Washington. We had a great time in Washington. Recently, I received a letter from a United States congressman inviting me to join him for a day in Washington, D.C. My first reaction, well, I prayed it wasn't Barney Frank. Anyway, we went down to our nation's capital, and here's what happened. Congressman Jack Buechner, but it's spelled B-U-E-C-H-N-E-R.
That's correct.
But it's pronounced Buechner. You're from Missouri.
That's right.
And your constituency, do they like you pretty well?
Well, I think so. I won the last election 2-1.
And when you get back here to Washington, as far as the constituency goes, it's pretty much what? Screw them, and then you have a couple of cocktails?
No, not at all.
You know the president, George Bush?
I know the president.
His brother lives in your...
My district, right.
The 2nd district?
That's right.
Yeah.
Bucky Bush.
Bucky Bush. From Hanna-Barbera. Tell me this, did I commit a faux pas here, a political faux pas? Because last May I was at Indianapolis for the Indianapolis 500, and Dan Quayle showed up, and he comes in these 2 big Army helicopters and his lovely wife Marilyn and a bunch of Secret Service guys. And at some point during the race, his press secretary comes up to me and he said, "Would you like to meet the vice president?" And I said, "No, I'd really rather watch the race." And I thought later, well, geez, maybe that was rude. Maybe I should have gone down and at least said hello.
Well, I would think in America that it's okay to want to watch the Indy 500.
Yeah. See, it's just as well because I was full of beer, and later on the way out, I took a swing at somebody. Pretend I'm Diane Sawyer. And I want you to look at me and say, "Diane, every night before I go to sleep, I just pray to God we don't become a third-rate power." You try that, and we'll see if it doesn't feel a little like 60 Minutes. So now just, take your time. Right. And here's do you have anything you'd like to leave us with tonight?
Yeah. Diane, every night before I go to sleep, I pray to God that we won't become a third-rate power.
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't thoughtful enough. We'll try it a little bit later.
All right.
We'll try it a little bit later.
Okay. Do I still have to call you Diane?
Do you mind?
This is Anita.
Hi, Anita. How are you? Is he a decent guy?
Marvelous guy.
Really? Have you ever seen him in his shorts?
Wait a minute.
This is amazing. Can we just get a really nice look around here? This is the Library of Congress.
Actually, this is my storage cage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, this would be a good opportunity for you to try the Diane thing again.
Okay. Diane, do you really think...
oh, man. We'll try it again later,
right.
But be ready for it because you're already starting to embarrass us. Ambassador?
No, just
Congressman. Where are we now? This is a committee hearing.
This is the Space Subcommittee of the Science, Space, and Technology Committee.
You're on this committee?
I am. I would normally sit the second to last chair over there.
Can you show us a place like where Ted Kennedy would be dozing off, where he might be sleeping off a bender?
Well, he'd be over on the Senate side. This was originally thought to be a picture of the sun.
Yeah, what is that actually?
Well, actually, it's General Noriega's face. And,
how about that? He did a joke for us. Nice going.
I didn't stumble.
But it's his joke. Thank you very much. Nice job.
This is Statuary Hall down here.
Will Rogers, Oklahoma. And he said, "I never met a man I didn't like."
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have a little saying.
What's yours?
I don't trust a guy who wears metal pants.
But if you rub that, you get good luck.
Oh boy, do I! Not a minute too soon.
Okay.
And you can give me absolute 100% assurance that you're clean. Okay, all right. You think so?
Well, I don't know. You may have a higher standard than I'm used to around here. There's the rotunda.
It really is something. It really is amazing. It's stirring. It's.
You mean the dome?
No, I'm talking about your cologne. Thanks for the great day, Jack. Is there anything you'd like to leave the American viewing public with?
Diane, when I go to bed tonight, I'm going to get down on my knees.
Oh, see, if you're in bed, you can't get down on your knees. What the hell is going on there?
All right.
No, you completely screwed it up, but that's close enough. Thanks, Jack. Thanks for everything. Nice meeting you. It was Congressman Buechner. Okay, we'll be right back with Gary Kasparov. It's a show within a show tonight.
Yes, it is.
At the age of 26, our next guest is the greatest chess player in the world, and some consider him perhaps the greatest chess player who ever lived. Then what, you wonder, is he doing here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we don't know. Please welcome back to the program, Gary Kasparov. Gary? Hi, nice to see you again. How's it going? How are you?
Fine.
Good.
As usual.
Did you have a nice summer?
I guess so.
Were you traveling all over the world?
No, just a couple of months.
Mm-hmm. And have you been competing all this time since we last saw you? Or?
Yeah, I played 2 tournaments. Even 3 tournaments.
3 tournaments, and you were victorious? Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
Did you crush the opponents?
Not always, but I won.
Yeah.
It's enough.
Now, is winning enough for you? Is there any satisfaction in defeat? Of course not.
Yes, I have to win.
You have to win, but do you have to maul your opponent, or just winning is enough?
No, just winning is enough.
I see. Now, did you see?
It's better to kill him. I mean, mentally, yes. Then
it is better to kill him.
Perfect, yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking for perfection.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there is a time when your chess skills might start to erode, or is this the kind of thing you can sustain for the rest?
I'm 26.
26. So you're in good shape for quite a while. Yeah. Did you see one of our United States congressmen on the show a few minutes ago?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you think? What were your impressions?
Interesting. It's better than our politicians.
Really?
Yes. It's more fun.
Yeah. So you're 26.
I'm 26. You want to become a politician? Yes.
No, I don't
look like American congressman.
No.
That probably will happen.
Yeah, but I just thought maybe your observations on the people.
No, it's okay. I was very pleased to see it.
Okay. Well, we want to clear everything with you.
Please.
And what are you doing here in New York now?
I'm here to play versus Deep Thought. Deep Thought is the strongest chess computer.
Deep Thought.
Thought, yes. Mm-hmm. Don't make a mistake. Don't confuse.
No, I'm sorry. And how have you done against computers in the past?
Oh, I didn't play against strongest computer. I mean, a big computer. But against portable computer, I always won.
You have always won.
It's a computer, you know.
Yeah.
Computer is computer. Human being is human being. Yes.
But are you worried, since this is I guess this has more memory?
No, it's relatively weak to beat a strong grandmaster. But probably in the future, yes, in 5-6 years.
Now, do you think is that a bastardization of the game, playing against a computer?
No, it's a chess game. It's fun. Now it's fun.
Yeah, but it's not in the purest sense of the word chess, is it? It's not man against man.
Yeah, but it's chess game, you know. I don't mind who is sitting opposite me. Yes, it's computer.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. Computer.
And you have your own computer here?
Yes, I endorse the computer produced by Saiti company, and you can try to beat my electronic copy. It's much easier than to beat me in the book.
I see. And what does this cost?
It's about $200.
$200.
You can buy a bigger copy. It will cost from $600-700.
Right. And where is this made?
It's made in Hong Kong.
And who gets the dough from this? Who makes the money off this? Because I'm guessing
money.
The money. No, come on.
Me as well.
Money. But I'm guessing in Hong Kong, because of the manpower and the technology, this item to produce probably is no more than like $8. So there's a huge
gap.
Yeah, huge gap.
Okay, I will look.
Look into
I will try to find out.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that the way things are now, you get to keep this. Does it go to the state? I mean, where?
No, I just give my name. You know.
You give your name.
I'm endorsing this computer. Yes.
So then you're not really giving it. You get a little of this. What does this mean in Russia? Anything?
It's the same like in America.
Same, okay.
No, probably less, because our rubles are not convertible.
Yeah. And how are things there now? Of course, in this country, in Russia. In Russia. Yeah, because we read in here in this country.
I guess better than it was.
Better than what?
It's better than it was, but it's still far away of perfection.
Now, there was a Soviet woman in Playboy magazine a couple of weeks ago?
Yes. No, not a couple of weeks ago. couple of things only for my intro in Playboy. So don't confuse again. It's she appeared, I mean, 5 months ago.
5 months ago,
half
yeah.
a year, and she was in the cover, but she wasn't really Playmate. She's a Soviet actress.
I see.
Played in the famous movie.
Now, do you know her?
No, I never met her.
Yeah. What did you think?
About what? About her, or I didn't met her?
Well, you know, I mean, of the photos. Did you see the photos?
Yeah, it's not bad. What probably it's... Yeah, it's what I'm looking for the Russian edition of Playboy. Then I can bring better candidates.
Oh, there would be better candidates over there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, when you play this game, you look at it as it's chess. We're back to chess now. You look at it, you consider it a violent game.
Yeah, absolutely, because you are proving your superiority, mental superiority. It's much more dangerous than physical one. Right. And the opponent, your opponent, when he loses, he feels terrible.
Now, I want to play you in a game. Is that all right?
Really?
Yeah, do you mind? We have it set up so we can carry on a long-distance chess competition.
Are you ready for the end of the game?
I'm ready.
Yes. And do you know what will happen when you lose?
Well, yeah, I know. I'll feel awful, but I just want to give it a go.
Okay.
You've told me what to expect. All right, so we're going to start it tonight. All right, bring it out, boys. Bring out the old chess game. And Gary, you and I will go over and we'll begin.
Thanks.
These are our chess experts, Al and Joe.
There you go.
Thank you very much. From the United States Chess Federation, Al and Joe.
Yeah. Okay,
all right, there you go, Gary. You're over there.
What?
Now we'll start this and we'll continue it for as long as it lasts. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Now
I'll try to save your time.
All right. Here. Now see. Look. We have. Okay. Now.
Yeah, okay.
We're only going to make. You're going to make a move. Then I'll make a move. Yeah.
And then
you go ahead and start. You go ahead and make the first move.
There's no bench to play equal, I'm sure.
Damn! I'm screwed. Look at that. Oh, now what?
Okay. It will be even worse. You know?
All right. Okay. And then it'll be a correspondence match. All right.
Correspondence match. Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Yup.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. And we'll continue this for as long as it lasts. Now, can you tell anything about my opening gambit?
Very bad.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just pretty much what you did. And you're like the world champion. Look, I did that and you did that. It's the same deal.
No, it's not the same deal.
Well, all right. How about that?
Better.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we'll continue this. Gary Kasparov. We'll be right back. Nice job. Okay, thank you very much for being here. Well, also, I have to mention, Dr. Buzzard was going to be with us on the program tonight, and we ran out of time. My apologies to you and your family. Dr. Buzzard was supposed to be here. We'll reschedule him as soon as we can. Hey, have a good weekend. Thanks for being here. Good night, everybody.